Hey folks, so everyone enjoying that 200% EXP bonus they gave Oakwynd this week? I haven't logged in, but I hope so. It's a really good time to get caught back up on those AAs with the mega bonus running, and now with legacy experience on AAs finally fixed. So of course the deep is a hopping place. Some might say too hopping, and that brings us to today's story, some AEPL wars. And these aren't your father's AEPL wars. They're super modernized for this encounter locking server. If y'all remember back to September, there was a patch that made it much harder to unlock mobs, and there was a bug that I covered where mobs would be made immortal pretty easily if you walked up to a group that's AEing, or at least doing AE beneficial activities. I'll cover that at the end of this video, but on with our story. Well, there's a lot of competition to get those camps to do power leveling in the deep, and apparently one Chinese viewer was watching my video and caught on. This player, Nssns, I don't know how the fuck to say that, but we'll just call him no vowels in this video, has decided to try to clear out all the other PL teams in the deep. Cool, huh? Hope you didn't pay too many chronos for that PL, lol. Here you can see no vowels running up to a group with his Declean Korgad character. Uses the bug to chain off aggro onto the group, and then it's still grayed out to them. So even though it's pounding on them, they can't interact with it at all. Lots of fun, as it just slowly kills them. And here we go again with no vowels running up with a whole pack of mobs, and the same thing happens. Let's hear the team's reaction to this encounter.
Yeah, my bar died.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Okay, now I personally don't have any dog in that fight, but there's basically two things here that really caught my interest. First, the guy has made a really passionate plea to be reported. Google Translate got us covered here mostly, so I'm curious just how useless Daybreak's customer service is on something like this. They apparently didn't do anything so far, as the guy is still going at it, ruining people's AA role-playing experiences in the deep, but maybe they just need a few more reports to catch on that the guy is a menace. I mean, are we just going to stand by and let his pleas go unanswered? I don't think so. So once again, that's on the Oakwynd server. The character is named Nssns. If you're bored, go throw a report into the pile, and you can link to 1 minute 30 seconds mark in the video. Second, wasn't the whole reason for encounter locking to reduce customer service workload? Devs have known about this bug since before it was even on live servers, and have just let it sit there, not acting at all. Bigger fish to fry, huh? Well, if you want to see this FTE encounter locking stuff on all future servers, then definitely don't go report these sorts of bugs. But who am I kidding? They'll probably just claim customer service requests have gone down 0.22%. Am I right? Remember, devs have been aware of this bug since before that patch was even on live servers. And once again, no vowels is spelled Nssns. Let's see what happens. Okay, and here's a recap of the bug I published earlier and a way to reproduce it if you're interested. And good luck out there, everyone. So my setup here is that I've got a warrior and a monk. I'm going to run off and just get proximity aggro with the monk, and then once it's back, I drop group and try to get aggro off the monk by spamming my Shield of the Immaculate on the warrior. That is, targeting the monk, but using the shield on the warrior account. This is a pretty typical way people have been using to open up mobs from the soft lock on Oakwynd so far. Clicking the shield here still puts me on the aggro list and even gets me above 100 on the hate meter, but the mob hasn't yet targeted me due to proximity, and you can see the color of the mob's name is still grayed out, which means that I shouldn't be able to attack it. Now the mobs have switched to attacking me, but I can't fight back, so as long as that monk is still in the zone, these mobs it tagged are basically immortal to my warrior. They can attack him, but he has no ability to fight back or defend himself against them. And here you can see I feigned on the monk, but that still doesn't let me do anything detrimental to the mob on my warrior. So you're basically just stuck here. Sounds like a trainer's heaven. Now I'm testing with Nssns. I just wanted to do a raid mob to see if it was all the same, and VS also has some wonky undead type aggro mechanics. Same basic idea, I'm just spamming my shield on the monk, and you can see it never aggroes me. Even if I go and sit next to the mob, it doesn't peel off me. So that's definitely different, but a bit surprising. It wasn't until I used AE Taunt AA that he swapped to me, but you can see I'm still stuck here and can't fight back, as the mob's name is grayed out to me. The last thing I'm trying here is to log out on the monk. You can see once he's out of the game, Nssns immediately allows me to attack him on the warrior. This must be what the patch notes mean when it says, as long as someone in the hate list can still attack the mob. Once the monk is back in game, it remains open to the warrior, and the monk can also attack it still. So a couple conclusions from all this. It looks like the design team has completely changed their position and really wants first to tag to mean you have the right to the mob's loot, full stop, or at least that's how I interpret these changes. There's probably some ways to unlock stuff out there to be found, but that's now seems to be their intent at least. And second, just having a game where you can make mobs be immortal to someone else and leave them with no ways to defend themselves is super dumb. If I'm a monk and run by a group with Lycias playing, I can basically train them just like I could on live code, only worse. One of the main stated aims with this code was to reduce customer service tickets, but now you've made training way worse for anyone trying to do it. So that's not good. Anyway, definitely not a useful update here from what I've seen so far. Good luck, everyone.